2020, we bought the business in the garden route, and George Lawn does the supply, repair and service of outdoor power products, mostly brush cutters and chainsaws, and we were the Still distributor, the German company, for the garden route, and then Tandem and Rolex lawnmowers, and anything that's garden related or big lawn related, we would repair and service and supply. And when we bought the business, it was about 20 years old, and it was built on relationships. It had been brought from the ground up. Both my husband and I are business improvers, and we knew that this business needed a lot of work. We completely support the asset of value concept, and we felt it was a good partnership between Aurik and us to do what we had learned ourselves, and to partner with you guys, as we come from a financial background, but we wanted an all-round improvement business. We were emigrating to the garden route. It was going to be a lifestyle business. We thought that Greg was going to be playing golf every second Wednesday, and we both fixers. So it was a really nice project to fix and to get better at. We 100% believe in delegation, putting the power in the staff and giving them the ownership. We were in the business for about a year before we started doing that, and we could see that it needed major work. But it wasn't initially to sell. We wanted the lifestyle. It turned out our path was that we did sell quite soon after we finished the process. But the idea that we needed it to be the asset of value, so if anything changed in our circumstances, we could sell straight away. And we didn't want to go, okay, we're now going to sell, but it's going to take us 2 years to get ready. Interesting enough, the day that we decided to sell, it was ready to go to the broker, and the process started. And I think that was what was so good, was that we could move so quickly. It was an incredible exit, because I felt that we'd slightly over valued it when we bought it, but we were buying a lifestyle business. It wasn't so much the value on a piece of paper, it was the whole concept that we were buying. And 4 years later, we sold it for 50% more than we bought it. So we were ecstatic, and we didn't, for me, it was because Greg had left the business, and I ran it for 18 months before we sold it. For me personally, it was about keeping that value from the time he left it, and I was able to do that. I did not want to run the business anymore. It wasn't the business that was my heart. I enjoyed the people, but I did not enjoy the type of business we were doing. So it ticked all boxes. I could exit quickly. It was a very smooth process for our buyer, and we achieved the value that we wanted. So it was definitely 4 years of fun, because we were improving, which we love to do, and we exited at a fantastic value. So it was a job well done for both you and us. Signed the contract on the 20th of April, and they took over on the 1st of May. That's how close it was. So literally 2 weeks before they took over, we did not know that they were taking it. And the processes and how streamlined the business was what sold it. I mean, the financials were absolutely 100% spot on. But that he, as soon as he started, we let him spend a little bit of time in the business. And as soon as he saw how we had passed the business on to the management, I think was the trick. And that is part of the process, your process, anything that, it's an asset of value, that all the ownership was sitting in the staff, and they had been there a long time. And he was quite surprised. His biggest takeaway was how much the staff could manage without us. And it was only on the financial side because I stayed in, but our little general manager, I had done that already because Greg had passed over to him, and I had to just grow him on a management point of view, but he had the relationships with the customers. The workshop manager had the relationships with the customers. So that's, I think, what he could see, that it was a business that worked on its own, exactly what you guys say. The asset was there, it did not need the owners, and that was, and just, I think me staying in for 3 months was not that necessary. It was really just holding his hand. Aurik process, you know, it was professional and documented, and you knew exactly what you were doing every month, and you knew what you were doing in 6 months' time, and that was really good. And the process of getting to know your customer was so invaluable, because we then solved the problem for each customer, and they were all different, and we could focus on what does that customer need, what does that customer need, and what does that customer need. So that was a real aha moment for us. The goal setting facilitator was Angela, and she was also absolutely outstanding. And we touched it later in the business when my husband left it. The goals changed so significantly, and she was really good at understanding what I needed from the business, which was very different to what Greg needed from the business. And we had worked together between Greg and I as a really good team, and now we were losing half the team, and it wasn't my comfort zone. And I remember distinctly how much he supported me in the goal setting. And then we had Victor, which was our monthly facilitator that we met every month. And for me, it was my comfort zone. It was just having that, because Greg and I would debate a lot on, we had different views of what we wanted to do, and he was like the third board member that helped us, and particularly in setting our roles between, for us it was a husband and wife, but it just was a independent platform of supporting both of us for a business, from a business point of view. Because sometimes business went home a bit, and you know, got involved, and he was really good at keeping that independence going. So I am really good at managing people, finance, HR, but I can get a little bit sometimes too involved, especially in a business like that. It becomes the family. And I think the independent objective, that to push for a goal and to be a little bit external, to look from the outside in onto your business, was a big strength. And growth, I think in the goal setting, where they really were about growth. I was actually at a networking event the other day when we looked at different ways that what you strive for in your business. And in this particular business, we were looking for growth. And I think we moved the turnover from about 16 million to about 23 when we left. So we definitely got that right.